Good afternoon to all my dear students. So today we are going to see the next part of the after the determinants. So if you remember in last video we see how to find out the values of the determinant. Now next we are going to see solve the following simultaneous equation by using the Cramer's rule. So why this rule is called as the Cramer's? Because it is a this method is derived one mathematician whose name is the Cramer's. So from his name this method is called as the Cramer's rule. So now here in this methods how we are going to solve the simultaneous equation by using the Cramer's rule. So here I gave the some formulas, you can say some hints. By using those all the steps we can solve. So here what they are saying, if the simultaneous equation are expressed in the form of ax plus by is equals to c and ax2 plus b2y is equals to c2. It means what? All of you know that the standard form of simultaneous equation, that is linear equation, is nothing but what? Ax plus by plus c is equals to 0. This is the standard form. So here why we use a1, b1 and c1 and a2, b2 and the c2. Generally what happen when we solve the simultaneous equation, so that time two equations are given. So that's why the first equation x and y terms we are going to assume as the a1, b1 and the constant term we are going to assume as the c1. It means what? This is nothing but the first equation and this is nothing but the second equation. So now whatever the equations are given, simultaneous equations, if they are given according to this form, so you have to convert that both the equation according to the this form. It means what? The constant term, that is the means the term without the variable, you have to shift on your right hand side. It means what? The c term for the Cramer's rule, always keep in mind this constant term is always on the right hand side. So here suppose a1 x plus b1 y is equals to c1. This is equation number 1 and this is equation number 2. So first we have to find out the determinant of first we have to find out the determinant. So for the determinant you have to take the values from the these two equations. So always keep in mind in this first row the a1 a2, so these two are nothing but the coefficient of the, they are always the coefficient of the x, and in the second column, in the second column is this vertical line. In the second column b1 b2 are nothing but the coefficient of the y. It means what? a1 a2, मतलब यहाँ पे a1 a2 की जगह जो भी नंबर होंगे वो आप लोगों को यहाँ पे लिखने, and b1 b2 की जगह whatever the numbers are there that you have to write down here. So this b1, sorry, this is b1 b2 are nothing but the coefficient of the y, and a1 a2 are nothing but the coefficient of the x. Means all the x values you have to write down here, x coefficients you have to write down there, and after that we have to find out the dx. So how we are going to find out the dx? So dx is also similar like this one. So you see आप लोगों ने यहाँ पे determinant जो भी लिखा है, so हम x कर दे तो वहाँ पे there is no need to write down the a1 a2. So that a1 a2 मतलब x coefficient we are going to replace with the constant term, that is nothing with the c1 c2. So here this c1 c2 is nothing but what? Constant term from the equation, and this b1 b2 are nothing but again it is the coefficient of the x. It means what? To find out the determinant of x you have to replace the x coefficient with the constant term, and same for the y. So determinants of y will be what? a1 a2, and now this b1 b2 means the y coefficient in equation में जो भी whatever the y coefficient are there that we are going to replace with the c1 c2. So that's why determinants of dy, that is it is we are going to say by dy. So dy is nothing but what? a1 a2 c1 c2. And then we have to use the Cramer's rule formula, and Cramer's rule formula is what? X means the variable x is equals to the value of x variable is equals to dx by d. It means what? यहाँ पे हम जब dx we are going to find out, so whatever the numbers we are getting that numbers we have to write down, and the determinant, that it is nothing but what? This d value we have to, determinant value we have to divide by that determinant value, and same by using the Camus rule, we are getting the dy by d. So y variable, how we are going to find out the value of the y variable? Dividing dy by d. It means what? Dy, this whatever the answers for this we will get, so that divided by the d, determinant of d value. So this method of obtaining the solution of the simultaneous equation by using the determinant is known as the Camus rule. So here this rule is called as the Camus rule. So now how we are going to, by using these three rules, how we are going to find out the simultaneous equation? See, if they ask solve the simultaneous equation by using Camus rule, then only you have to use this method. Otherwise you can use the regular simultaneous equations method. Let us they say solve the simultaneous equation and method is not mentioned, then it's your options. You can solve it by the Camus rule, or you can solve by Camus rule, or you can solve by the eliminating substitution method. So now here first one, so now just observe whether both the equations are according to in this form or not, that is constant term is on the right hand side or not. If you observe, so here the constant term is on the right hand side, but if you observe this one, so the constant term is not on the here equal, it is not on the right hand side, so we have to shift it on the right hand side. Then this equation become what? So here solution, suppose I am going to write down 3x minus y is equals to 7, and this equation then become what? X, suppose it is what? X plus 4y is minus 11 is equals to 0. The c terms we have to shift on that side. So constant term is on the left hand side, so we have to shift on the right hand side. So it is what? 4y is equals to 11. Done. Now this first equations you have to compare with the ax plus by. So a1 is nothing but what? A1 means what? Coefficient of x, it is what? 3. b1 is means what? Coefficient of the y. So coefficient of the y, here there is nothing, means there is what? There is 1. So, and having with the sign you have to write down, having what sign? Minus 1. So here your answer is what? Minus 1. And the c1, so c1 is equals to what? 7. Done. And a2 is equals to what we are getting? A2 is equals to what? Suppose here there is nothing, means there is 1. So now we are going to find out the value of the A2, B2 and the C2. So now in the equation number second, the coefficient of the x are nothing but A2, coefficient of the y are the B2. So here B2 is equals to, it is what? 4 plus 4. And the C2 is nothing but what? Constant term in equation number second, and it is what? 11. So here C2 is nothing but 11. Now after once you decide the a1, a2, b1, b2, c1, c2, then we have to find out what? Then we have to find out the determinants. So determinants are nothing but what? So here d, it's always you have to write down d. So d is values are nothing but what? A1 upon a2. If you see here, so it is d value is nothing but what? A1 upon a2, b1 upon b2. So here a1 upon a2, b1 upon b2. So it is nothing, it is equals to what? A1 is what? 3, 1, b1, b2 is what? Minus 1 and the 4. See, when I wrote this one, so it is easy, a1, a2, b1, b2, it is easy to write down. So now we know that how to find out the determinant. So determinant is nothing but what? It is nothing but this is the cross value in last time you solved. So the cross value there multiplication, so it is equals to what? So here 3 into 4 and then minus, it is nothing but what? And minus 1 into 1. So 3 4s are 12, minus 1 into minus 1 into 1, minus 1. So 12 minus minus become plus, plus 1 is equals to what? 13. It means what? Determinant what we are getting? It is equal to 13. Now we are going to see after determinants we have to find out the dx. So dx is nothing but what? C1 upon C2, B1 upon B2. Yeah, in shortcut method you can keep in your mind dx is nothing but what, same ये वाला, but this a1 a2 मतलब कोई coefficient of x variable we have to replace with the constant term, so we have to write down 7 and 11 there. So it is what, c1 c2 upon, sorry, and in the next one is what, b1 upon b2. So c1 c2 is what, 7 11, b1 b2 is what, minus 1 and the 4. So now multiplication, so same like this one. So it is what, 7 into 4 minus 1 into 11. So 7 4s are 28, and here minus 1 into 11, it is minus 11, 11 1s are 11, so 28 minus become plus. So here dx value what we are getting, dx is equals to 28 plus 11, and it is equals to what, 39. Done. Now we are going to find out the dy. So dy is what, dy is nothing but what, now dy, it means what, y coefficient we are going to replace with the c1 c2, and a1 x we have to write down, so it is nothing but what, a1 upon a2, and here it is c1 upon c2. So a1 is what, 3 1 c1, c2 is what, 7 11. So here again 3 into 11 and minus 7 into 1. So 3 into 11, it is what, 33, and minus 7 ones are 7, 33 minus 7, it is nothing but dy value. So what we are getting, answer 33 minus 7 is nothing but equals to what, 27. Now like this, see, if you observe, we get the, then the Cramer's rule. What the Cramer's rule is saying, x variable is equals to dx by dt, d. It means what, determinant of x divided by determinants, and y is equal to dy by d. So here if you observe, so here in all this sum we are getting d, we are getting dx, and we are getting dy. So now we are going to say by using the Cramer's rule. So here we have to say that by using Cramer's rule. So Cramer's rule for the x variable is what, x is equals to dx by d. So dx is what, 39. So 39 divided by d, d is what, 13. So 13 ones are 13 and 13 3s are 39. So what we are getting, 3. And same for y. See, now that you can do on the next page, but यहाँ से value लेने, so I am going to do here only. So now the next one, y is equals to, just below this you have to find out the y. Clear? So y is equals to what? Formula is what, dy by d. So dy value is what, dy is 26 and d is what, 13. So 13 ones are 13, 13 twos are 26. So y coefficient is what, 2. So now x and y variable are nothing but what, 3 and 2. And if you want to verify your this answer, if you solve this equation by using the simultaneous equation, means the our old method, that is nothing but elimination and the substitution method, then also you will get this same answer. So now in final answers you have to write down the solution of the given simultaneous equation is x comma y is equals to what, x is what, 3 and y is what, 2. It is nothing but 3 and 2. Like this you have to solve. So now suppose suppose here I will give the one sum which is asked in the for the 2 marks in the month of July 2016. 4x plus 3y minus 4 is equals to 0, and 6x is equals to 8 minus 5y. So this sum is there, this sums we have to solve. So here just starting hint I will give you. So here first what we have to see whether the equation is according to a1x plus b1y is equals to c1 according to this form or not. And if you observe the constant term, it is the on the left hand side, so we have to shift on the right hand side. The standard form of this equation, it will be what? First 4x plus 3y minus 4 is equals to 0. So it is what? 4x plus 3y. After is equals to sign, this 4 we shifted on this side, so it becomes the plus 4. And for the second equation is what they are saying, 6x is equals to 8 minus 5y. So you see 8, this constant term is what? 8, and 8 is already on the left hand side, so this y just we have to shift it on that side. So here this equation is what? 6x minus this minus 5x become the plus 5y and is equals to 8, means 8 we keep as it is, y 5y we shifted on this side. So now we get, now you have to compare with the a1 is what? 4, b1 is what? 3, and c1 is what? Again 4, and here it is what? a2 is what? 6, b2 is what? 5, and c2 is what? 8. So now just find out the dx, dy, and then use the Cramer's rule and solve this third sum and plus all the sums from your practice sets, which I am going to send on the group. Thank you. And if you have any doubt, just ask me. So in the next video I will explain you all.